What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yesterday we talked about the incoming raid battles, or I guess the returning raid battle for Charizard, and today we actually have that battle. Now, something I forgot to mention in that video yesterday was the fact that even though, like right here it says, even if you are victorious in the Tera raid battle, you won't be able to catch the Tera Pokemon. The answer is here, if you already have caught Charizard in the previous battle, you can't really re-challenge him. And if you catch him today, you can't catch him tomorrow, unless you, obviously, create multiple accounts, whatever. That's a whole other situation. But, regardless of that, you really only need one of these guys anyway. But, nevertheless, you do want to run this as often as you can. Now, there is also the option in many, many situations, if you actually do have this unlocked, you could probably go to the Poke Portal here and probably find a ton of these things up for grabs. But here's the deal. If you can, or if you got friends that want to run it, or for whatever reason, you back out with the B button instead of hitting the A button, you want to run this multiple times, I'm going to show you tonight how you can run this literally as many times as you want. Not only that, we're going to take a look at the rewards. See, I'm shocked there's only one. I am astounded that there's only one. But this is what they will look like in the Poke Portal. I bet if I refresh this in a moment, there'll be like 3 or 4. Last time, by the end of Saturday, the whole top row. Literally the whole top row. So you're going to have tons of opportunities to run this. But if you want to do it multiple times by yourself, you want to run this with friends, I'm going to show you today how to make that happen. So, buckle up. It's going to be a ton of fun. So we're here in the Charizard raid, and I'm literally just waiting for my team to join in. We're going to run this with all Azumarill, and I'm going to kind of show you how this is done. So, there's a specific tactic to this, and the rewards are so sweet. Now, every one of us already have a Charizard, but I'm going to show you guys right now why this is just... I mean, I won't say mandatory, but you really, really, really do need to take advantage of the rewards in this event, even if you already have Charizard. And remember, you get one of these every single day, so you have 3 to 4 chances to actually run this and get what you need. Actually, looks like one of my guys is going to run a Blissey, so that we get some healing. I've run a few of these with all Azumarill. You just have to be really cautious about your, basically about your healing. You got to make sure you cheer every once in a while. But other than that, I'm going to kind of get myself a little more situated here. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So, we're going to come out of the gate with Belly Drum. Remember, that's going to cut our health. That's the number one reason we have Blissey. And like I said, in my experience, Blissey isn't necessary. It's just a bit of a helping hand. Wasn't burned, so that's the good news. Doesn't look like any of the team was burned. Actually, no, it looks like one person was burned. That's alright. Ooh. Somebody got crit on that one. That is no fun. Or either that... Actually, no, I take that back. Maybe his belly drum went off. He might have gotten his belly drum off before I did. Alright. So now we are literally just going to spam Play Rough. It's going to have stab because we are a... Well, actually, I don't think it has stab because we're predominantly a water type, so it may not have stab necessarily for me. When you're able to Tera, it will, but it is going to be effective. It's an effective attack. All in all, it's just going to be our best option here. Because with the Dragon Tera, that means the water's not going to be nearly as effective. All right? Oof, confusion. Don't hurt yourself. Alright. Alright, excellent, excellent. Now, the one thing you'll notice that the health bar continuously it just falls through. Like, there is a glitch currently with Azumarill, and it does not seem like they're ever going to fix it, where when you do these types of attacks, it just... While it does absolutely cause an insane amount of damage, it's not a one-shot KO like it looks. It's just a glitch, and it's just one of those things I guess we're going to have to deal with. But, let's keep going in here. Now, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the moment that Charizard removes our buffs. And I ran one of these earlier, and he did it turn 2, so we just need to keep track of it. Lost our status bar altogether. That's a fun one. Now, one thing I think I forgot to mention in the last video, but when you do set your Azumarill up, you need to have a Shell Bell on that Azumarill because it is super important. It's going to keep you alive. Every single attack, you are going to get some healing, and that is going to be absolutely necessary. Without it, Belly Drum is just far too much of an HP drain to really be worthwhile. Okay. Let's keep going. Now, I'm not going to Tera only because I am a normal Tera type and not a Fairy Tera type. If I was Fairy, once again, we'd have Stab and it would be beautiful, but we do not have that right now. Really? Alright, whatever. Yep, hit me. That's fine. Okay. Well, the good news is because we have Blissey here, I don't need to worry about healing. I don't need to worry about cheering. We can just go for the throat. I must have missed. He must have removed our buffs by now? Doesn't look like it. It looks like I'm doing regular damage, though. Huh. Either I missed it because I was chatting, or he hasn't done it, which would be a complete first for me. I always see Charizard remove that. It is what it is. Okay. So, as the title states, there is a way you can get nigh infinite runs of this. And I'll show you that here in just a moment. So, it wasn't total clickbait. I'm going to show you guys a tactic here in just a minute where you will be able to get a secondary, secondary, third-iary, fourth-iary attempt to, I say not attempt, but chance to run it in the same day. Now, obviously, if, you know, for whatever reason, your team fails, you can rerun it free of charge, and they're never going to stop you from doing that. Just basically run it until it's successful. But I must have missed it. He must have removed the buffs, and I just completely missed it. I haven't seen anyone else do Belly Drum at this point, so maybe not. I don't know. Been trying to pay attention. Well, he's pretty much gone anyway, so don't matter too much. It is taking a bit longer than I expected, though. I'm not going to lie. But for those of you that are enjoying, I guess, the struggle bus here. Here we go. Oh, looks like he's dead now. All right, so we finally beat him. Good to go. The rewards you get are, I mean, sweet. Absolutely, unbelievably sweet. Unfortunately, you don't get any HMs. You don't get any Urban Mysticas here. I really wish you did. That would be phenomenal. But we got 6 large candies, 4 extra large. Very nice. Got a ton of Tera shards. Dragon Tera shards out the nose. Ooh, even more XP. Look at all those candies. Man, got 2 rare candies? Oof. Yeah, earlier I got an ability patch and an ability capsule, so your rewards are absolutely worth it. Now here comes the fun part. So obviously you want to rerun this, right? Obviously you're going to want to do this as much as possible. Here's the trick. Now, fair warning, there may come a time where Game Freak figures out that we're doing this and shuts it down. I'm fairly certain this is against TOS, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and I'm going to go ahead and shut down. Now, I'm not actually going to close the game altogether. We're just going to go over here to settings, and using the power of magic and mystery, we're going to go here into the date and time settings. So basically, go to system settings, go to date and time, and you're going to go down here to synchronize clock via internet, and you're going to turn that off. And then I'm going to change my date and time literally to 1 day in the future. So when you are actually going through this, one recommendation that I can make here is to make sure that your time is set to 12:01 a.m. Apparently, and I was not aware of this at the time, if you do not do this, you may have to restart the application, you may have to restart the program, which is the problem you'll see here in just a moment. If you set it to 12:01 a.m., for whatever reason, that actually alleviates this, and you'll be able to go back into the game just per normal, and everything will be live without you having to restart the game. So, little tip, something I learned after the fact. Let's get back to our recording. That's that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go back into the game. We may need to relaunch the game, but last time we did this, we didn't actually have to. So let's kind of go out here, and there's another, we're looking for a dragon. Looks like we may need to relaunch the game. So we'll just go ahead and force close the game then. So now upon relaunching the game, we're going to go back to our menu here. And somewhere out here, we will have a new Tera raid. There it is. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this on the map, set as destination. We're going to fly here. Here's where the trick comes out. I know you're saying, but it's a new day. That means you're going to miss tomorrow's. Nah, follow me here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump on right on here. We're going to travel over the river and through the woods. Here's the real honest trick to this. Go ahead and drop down here. And this is the important part. You have to initiate the raid. So now, it's registered the raid. This is even if you were victorious in the raid battle, you won't be able to catch the Tera Pokemon. We already know that, right? We're just here for the rewards. Alright, I'm going to back out. And I'm going to go ahead and minimize my game one more time. We're going to go back to settings. Settings, system, date and time. I have some information in there I don't really necessarily want to share. And we'll go back to synchronized clock, okay? So, then we'll just hit OK. Oh, synchronized clock is on. We'll back out. It says the current date and time. Make sure you verify all that right there. Make sure it says the current date and time. Back out. And go back into your game. It's still there. So let's run one more. And we're going to let everybody join in here. Obviously, I'm going to go change my Pokemon real quick.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And just like that, we are back in. And we've done this with the last raid. We did this multiple times. So, exactly like last time, we're just going to go in here, belly drum, do all our stuff, and we're going to jump out. We're going to see what kind of rewards we get. We'll try to run this a little more smoothly. I'll try to keep an eye, a little better eye on whether or not he's debuffing us. I think that's a really important thing. But largely, I mean, it's really simple. One little breach of TOS later, and you can just basically infinitely run this. I mean, Game Freak has yet to do anything to shut this down. It is what it is. You know, as gamers, we always find ways to, you know, come to some beneficial conclusion, shall we call it. And here we are. So, alright. We'll go ahead and breeze through this. That hurt. That did not feel good. Bam. And like I said, I love watching that damage, but you're just gonna watch the you're gonna watch his health part go back up here any second. All right, so he's just gathering energy. Look at that. It was down by as much as he just got rebuffed. That's nutty. Okay, so just nullified stat changes. So now we've got to go in here and do belly drum again, or else we're pretty much gonna just be wasting time. Alright, so that was a good thing. We actually did catch that this time. Maybe he did that last time and I just didn't notice, which is highly likely. The big problem is if that's done and your health is below half, you literally can't do belly drum. So, you know, it's an effective procedure, but it is one that requires you to pay a decent amount of attention. So here we go. Blissey is making sure that we survive this one. And as you notice here, like, while I don't necessarily need more PP on my, on that attack, it would be a comfortable situation. It would be a lot easier and nicer to have that. So, yeah, pretty much. Here we go. All right. Alright. And once again, I would Tera, but it would actually nerf all of my damage. We would lose any benefit we had because my Tera is normal type. So, by all means, if you're going to run this, make sure your Zoom Roll gets, or whatever you're running, gets the proper Tera type. It just so happens that I didn't... When I got this Zoom Roll, it was just not an option. So, or it wasn't something that I noticed and something I haven't had an opportunity to actually rectify at this point. So... It is what it is. Noticed everyone else is doing belly drums, so we're going to do that one more time. I didn't see him debuff us, but I'm assuming if everyone else did, they saw it, something I didn't. Paying attention to the things. Sometimes when you're talking to the camera, you miss vital things. So, in an event like this, probably want to pay a little closer attention than I am. Here we go. All right. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. I hate it. I hate it. Because that's going to just absolutely kill our time. All right, it happens, guys. Unfortunately, that is the reality of what we're doing here. Sometimes stuff happens, but success. So, let's see the rewards we got this time. Obviously, we can't catch Charizard. We already caught one, but there we go. Charizard disappeared somewhere. And we got more candies, we got more calcium, we got another nugget, we've got quite a few really awesome things here. So, there you guys go. Hopefully this helps some of y'all out. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. We're going to talk about breeding Charizard, because I've been doing a ton of that. I've got a huge amount of research on that I'm going to bring to you guys this weekend. So, I hope to see y'all there. Like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys again shortly.